Happy Gregorian calendar New Year from 7 Diamond Mudra. Let us not forget that the real New Year is about 3 months away on March 21st, but we'll get to that. For now, in the modern world with the Gregorian calendar, we celebrate the New Year's just coming up here pretty soon. But here's our New Year's message from the Mudra. And it's a fun one. And it is that we are all spiritually bypassing. All of us are spiritually bypassing. We consider the analogy of such a surgical procedure where we take that analogy. It is not as far different from that as you might imagine, as you might think. It is less analogous as you might think, in other words. And it is my contention, as a triple earth sign, I would feel this way. And I talk about it all the time. The body is the temple. The bypass is taking place, for the most part, in the collective, in our bodies. In the body. If we are toxic in the body, we are bypassing spiritually. If we are living spiritually or being more or less spiritual, this is the term. This terminology doesn't make any sense on the face of it to begin with, because at our core foundational being, we are spirit beings. We are spirit souls having a physical body, earth, world experience. So to say that we are more or less spiritual doesn't really make any sense. Materialism and the physical world, not the earth itself, but the materiality of the world is the devil's biggest temptation. It always has been. It is materiality that we come into as a soul spirit to grow and learn the most and the fastest, to expand the mind of God. The earth life is the greatest because it is the material, the physical, the duality that we must deal with, because we have the demon inside too. In the Kali Yuga, the human being has the demon inside, and we're wrestling with that. And in the temptation of the modern world, the toxicity of the modern world, which is unavoidable, at some point, to some degree, it is unavoidable. And one of my main points for the New Year's message is your body. If you want to upset your spiritual bypass, if you want to fix it, if you want to stop bypassing, you got to clean out your liver and stop going around it. You got to go through it. You're blocking it with the toxins. We're all doing it. The liver, what a wonderful word. Liver, the filter that deals with all the shit, right? The filter, the liver. It's because to live, as is to live. If you want to live, if we want to live, we must let the liver do its thing. When we are toxic in the modern world, we are spiritually bypassing because our liver cannot function properly. It is working overtime just to keep the toxins at bay, enough for us to function through the day. And therefore, we are by definition spiritually bypassing because we don't have any energy or time left for such an endeavor to grow in our being. And the being is bound up in the framework of the body. Talk about this in other talks. It is not about the body type we're born with. There's certain proclivities, astrologically, physically, genetically. I'm not talking about that. There are different body types, different body shapes, different body sizes, different body colors. Not talking about that. I'm talking about whatever the essence of that body is at that alchemical level we are all that we all have in common. We must treat that body temple in that way. And when we are toxic in the liver, i.e. in the body, we are bypassing spiritually. We are not properly and efficiently enough dealing with the suppressed essence of our psyche that is built up karmically through ancestral bondage and trauma that we must work through. It is in our solar plexus. It is in our sacral chakra, where we eat and digest food, toxin, poison, junk. Take the 90-day challenge. It's not a resolution. It's free advice. That's what it is. Think of it as free yogi advice. Magic. We can go online these days and figure out, with very little money or no money at all, learn how to build a house, how to get a license or a degree in this or that. There's some more free internet information for you. Here it is. Take the 90-day challenge. If you want to grow spiritually, which doesn't really make sense anyway because you are spirit, you're just bypassing it right now. But take the 90-day challenge. No alcohol, no nicotine, no caffeine, no meat, no sugar, no cheese, no sex, no masturbation, no TV, no Hollywood. Do your best with social media. I've left some things out. I'll think of them as we roll on here, as we wind down. 90 days. Put it all away. Put it all aside and find out how you feel. See how you feel. I can't tell you what to do with pills and pharmaceuticals. It's a very heavy subject. If you could put those down too, go ahead. But I'm not going to fight with the doctors. They'll come after me with whips. Right? Try it. 90 days. Give it all up. If you've already given some of those things up for your life, good. Just add the rest for 90 days and see. And I promise you, you will feel and experience and have a marked difference in your being. No doubt about it. If you want assistance with such an endeavor, come to the Mudra and we will help you, because we know how to do such things. Because I don't do the 90-day challenge. I do the 365 days a year, 24/7 challenge. Because this is how I live. Because the body is the temple of the living God, and I am done with spiritual bypass. Because I have come to full understanding that I am spirit first and foremost, and therefore must treat the temple of that spirit in such a way. Every single day of my life. Every single day of my life. If you try it for 90 days, you will be convinced that you want to live that way too. Happy New Year, y'all. Blessings. Happy New Year.